In this video, you'll discover how Celebrity Edge can sweep you into another world.
As the ocean embraces you like a welcome hug.
Yeah, if you've heard anything about Celebrity Edge, you've probably heard about the magic carpet.
Ooh, the elevator that's on the side of the ship.
Kind of like that, yeah.
And there's also Captain Kate McHugh.
Oh, yeah, the very first American female to captain a cruise ship.
Yeah, but there's so much more to this ship.
That's right. We will share the culinary experiences that are out of this world. We also are going to dive into the incredible bars on this ship. And we're going to also explore the amazing wide array of activities that you'll find on Celebrity Edge. And I think we might have a tip or two to share at the end. We'll also tell you how you can take advantage of all this information and much more with our exclusive Celebrity Edge digital download.
Why don't we start with the food?
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Let's talk about the Eden restaurant. That is the restaurant that is part of a very large, very interesting part of the ship at the aft of the ship called Eden. And the Eden restaurant has very innovative, creative food served up to you in a very interesting and unique fantasy-like surroundings. If you want to try something a little different than that, there's dinner on the edge. That's dining on that magic carpet you were talking about.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, you have a view not only of the ocean, but you have a view. You're directly over the ocean. You're dining off the edge of the ship. Sounds crazy, but it's pretty cool.
One place I'm really excited to check out is the Petite Chef and Friends. It's a magical 3D animated dining experience that happens on your table.
Yeah, that's right. Le Petite Chef and Friends. So there's a petite chef, a little chef, who comes out onto your table before you're served your food, and he starts preparing things for you. Right on your tabletop, 3D animation, like Joy said, and the food is fascinating.
Real food.
Real food, yeah. It's not just all animated. You actually get to eat too. So, speaking of real food that most of us who've cruised a few times are really familiar with is food at the main dining room. Food that's complimentary, and we've been on ships. Usually they have 2 main dining rooms. Some of them only have 1. Never been on one that has 3. This one, Celebrity Edge, actually has 4 main dining rooms, starting with
the Cosmopolitan Restaurant.
Yeah, they're the most traditional of the dining rooms they have on there. The main dining room serves a diverse menu of main dining room fare. There's also Normandy Restaurant, a French inspired main dining room, and this one also is no extra charge.
Wow. And there's also the traditional Italian one called Tuscan Restaurant that has handmade pasta dishes served every night.
Wow. Contemporary Italian food served up in a beautiful setting at no extra charge. That's awesome.
Yeah.
The last one, the 4th one, is Cyprus Restaurant, and that main dining room is Mediterranean food. First time I've ever heard of a ship having Mediterranean food as a main dining room. So,
ooh, I like a good Greek salad.
Yeah, a lot of great Mediterranean food. So that's an awesome one to check out. Again, complimentary, no extra charge for that at all.
There's also Raw on 5, which is a specialty dining that has raw
bar,
so you can get your raw
oysters. Yeah,
and the half shell.
Yeah, and sometimes they have sushi.
Yep.
That's an awesome place to check out. Raw on 5. That's on deck
5.
Deck 5. That's easy to figure out. You'll need our ship guide to figure out where most of the other ones are. The other restaurants don't have a number in the name. But, for example, Fine Cut Steakhouse, there's no number, but they do have awesome steak and seafood.
Ooh, lobster.
Yum. The prime rib, double yum.
Plus they have Le Grand Bistro. It's another French dining with an ambiance as diverse as the menu?
Yeah, it's a very interesting little spot, Le Grand Bistro. During the day, it looks totally different than at night, and there's
Mhm.
different areas of the restaurant. You might feel like you're seated at a Parisian street restaurant, or you might have a view of the ocean as you're sitting there in an elegant French restaurant setting. Very cool.
Sounds so nice.
It does.
I
But there's even more food to discover on board. You got to check that out.
Check out our ship guide for our full list.
That's right. Now, before we talk about bars, remember to click on that thumbs up icon below to give us a like for this video. That way we'll know how much you appreciate this kind of information. So, with that, let's talk about the bars. First of all, we need to revisit Eden, that very special 3-story area at the back of the ship. And they have the Eden Bar. Very, very cool.
Right, and it has also the martini bar. I'll have mine stirred, not shaken.
Yeah, as James Bond would say, the Martini Bar is definitely much more traditional than the Eden Bar, that's for sure.
Plenty of olives. Plus,
Yeah.
you can also go to the Sunset Bar.
Mhm.
That's outdoor with a view.
Yeah, go there and have a nice drink in the open air and watch the sunset. Sounds perfect. Later in the evening, after the sun's gone down, you might want to head over to the club. That is the dance club on board.
That's where I'll be while he's asleep. I'll be dancing the
Oh, yes.
night away.
Oh man, you make me sound old.
There's also tons of activities and features on this ship.
That's right. So let's go back to where we've talked about before. It's a very, very key area, very active area of the ship called Eden. This is the 3-story area with glass windows that are also 3 stories high, so you can see the ship's wake.
And there's a lot of diverse areas. You can go there and find a quiet spot, or you can meet up with friends and play cards. There's a lot of spaces in Eden that you can go to.
That's true. It's a big area, but it's not just one big combined area. There's a lot of little alcoves, and there's even some outdoor areas. And we mentioned that Eden has Eden Restaurant and the Eden Bar, but I don't think we mentioned that there's also an Eden Cafe where you can pick up something to grab here and there. And it also has some very unique entertainment in that area that varies from daytime to nighttime. Sometimes it's interactive and improv style. Other times it's musical and always very creative in a very beautiful, interesting space.
Right. And if you want to get a nice massage, you can go to the spa and relax.
Yeah, I know that's your idea of being pampered. I think I'd rather be at the Martini Bar or at least at the in the spa bar, juice bar, getting a juice. I don't think I want to get a pampered or anything like that.
Right.
Okay.
So
what else is there?
you can also go to the rooftop garden that has amazing views of the ocean, live music, and relaxing spaces.
Yeah, that is an awesome space to just hang out in, whether it's during the day or at night. Beautiful, beautiful spot. But they've done a great job of decorating it in a very unique way on Celebrity Edge. But we haven't really mentioned the accommodations on the ship, but they do really have some unique and special accommodations, especially the infinite veranda staterooms, first of the kind ever seen anywhere. And it's like a normal balcony room, except for the room extends even further out. It extends all the way to the edge of the ship, where the balcony usually ends. And there's a big window, and that area can be used as part of the room, or you can go out there and push a button and it lowers that window halfway down, lets in the fresh air, and you can sit out there and use it as a balcony.
That sounds so nice and so cool. Can't wait to try it out.
Yeah, it's very clever and very unique. Now, we should also mention a unique spot on the ship. For people that are staying in the suite staterooms, they have the retreat. And the retreat includes exclusive experiences, including dining at Lumine. And there's also an exclusive retreat pool and lounge area, among other things.
Wow. Sounds so fancy.
Yeah, it is fancy.
How about a couple of tips?
Yeah, that's a good idea. So one handy tip is to be sure to download the Celebrity app. In addition to many familiar cruise features that you may have seen on other apps, it also has the ability to unlock your stateroom door, and you can use it to dim the lights in your room.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, technology. And you should also know that your cruise fare includes the classic beverage package at no extra charge, and that gives you access to a variety of cocktails, wine, beer, sodas, bottled water, and more.
You do also get the serve Wi-Fi package at no extra cost.